everybody's having a great afternoon so far. Good afternoon. My name is Jason Flores. I am the founder of Evolve Media, and I am also a content creator and a designer at heart. And today I wanted to go over a few things I'm working on. And again, today is June 10th, 2026. It's a Wednesday, so we're in the middle of summer. It's very hot, but I'm still focused and getting tasks done and looking to keep moving the needle. But right now, I just wanted to go over a few things with you guys that I'm working on, and specifically on my website and my blog. So yesterday I posted a blog, and it is Evo Media Insider. You can go check it out on WordPress. But I am changing and updating and redesigning our website. So I do have a redesign update in the future upcoming. So just be on the lookout for our new blog and website. So for right now, you can take a look at this blog that I posted on our current website, and this is turning followers into paying clients, the trust ladder. So let's get into this. Bridge the trust gap and build a lasting client base. So you do not have a sales problem. You have a trust gap, and you check your numbers every morning. You see that the followers are climbing, that likes are rolling in, and you might get a few comments that say, "This is fire. This is gold," and then you screenshot it, and then you feel the momentum. You start feeling the traction, and engagements. But then you go into your email, your inbox, and they're all empty. And then you check your calendar, they're all empty. You have nothing, no discovery calls booked or anything. And then you look at your Stripe dashboard, which is for your payments, and it looks like it did the last month or whenever you set it up, which means you have zero. Like you don't know what you're doing. And so you do what feels logical, and I get that. You post more, you try a reel, you rewrite your bio for the ninth time, the billionth time. I used to do that all the time, and you wonder if maybe you need a better offer, a better niche, a different platform entirely. Like, trust me, guys, I've gone through it all. I've gone through all those phases, and I still do on some levels. But here's what's actually happening: people are watching you, they're paying attention, and they're just not ready to pay you. And because you haven't built the bridge between their attention and their trust. That bridge has rungs like a ladder, and most creators, almost all of them, are skipping them. So attention is not trust, and trust is not automatic. And here's the thing that nobody tells you when they say build an audience first. An audience is not a client base. An audience watches. A client base buys from you. And the distance between those two things is enormous. It's two different profiles. And it's not closed by volume, it's closed by depth. So there's a psychologist named Robert Cialdini's. I don't want to butcher his name. Cialdini's, and he worked on. And he was also an author, and he worked on influence, and it identified six principles of persuasion. And the one most overlooked by online creators is commitment and consistency. The idea that people move toward a purchase through small incremental acts of trust, not just one giant leap. And it's true, like their clients are not going from seeing your post to buying your high tier $3,000 offer. That's not how it works. They go from seeing your post to saving it, and then they follow you, and then they read your email, they reply to your email, and they might even join a free workshop that you have going on. And to then considering whether you're the right person they want to invest in. And every step is a micro commitment. Every micro commitment deepens that trust. So skipping the steps and you're asking a stranger to hand you their credit card info, like no wonder why they're ghosting you. No wonder why you're not getting clients. And the real question isn't how do I convert followers into clients? It's how many rungs does my trust ladder actually have? And are any of them missing? Those are things you have to take into account and be aware of. This is the system we use at Evolve Media, and it's a system I walk every client through before we touch a single ad, funnel, or content calendar. There's three rungs. Each one earns the right to the next one. So, rung one, prove you understand the problem better than they do. This is where most of your public content lives. Social posts, short form video, threads, but the mistake is using the space to showcase your solution. Nobody cares about your solution yet, brother. They care about whether you get it, what they're saying. Describe their situation with specificity that makes them uncomfortable. Name the thing that they haven't said out loud when someone reads your post and thinks it's like they're in my head. It's happened to me with content creators I follow and people that I relate to. So you've earned that first run once that happens. And I have an exercise. So exercise. Write 5 posts this week that describe a problem your ideal client faces. So 5 posts this week that describe a problem your ideal client faces without mentioning your offer. Let's see what you guys come up with, and you could put them in the comments below or hit me up if you got questions or concerns and you want me to look at it and take a look at it and review it. But just the problem in their language. Watch what happens. Watch what happens to the shares and the likes. Rung two, give them a small win before you ask for anything. So this is the nurture layer. Your email list, a free resource, a live workshop, a podcast episode that goes deeper than your social content. The goal here is simple: help them experience a result, not a full transformation, a taste, a crumb, a cheese crumb, a framework they can apply in 15 minutes, a shift in perspective that changes how they see their week and their month. When someone gets a win from your free content, they stop asking, can this person help me? And start asking, what would it look like to work with this person? Or let them help me. And start asking, what would it look like to work with them? So, exercise. Create one piece of content, whether it's a guide, a checklist, a 20-minute training on something, anything, something that delivers a genuine, tangible result. And then give it away in exchange for an email address for free, like a lead magnet. So it's a lead magnet pretty much that you're going to be making in exchange for email address. And that's your bridge from rung one to rung two on the ladder. And now rung three, make the invitation clear, specific, and low risk. Now and only now, you've earned the right to sell. But even here, the framing matters. Don't be vague. Don't say, let's chat. Tell them exactly what the next step looks like, exactly what they'll walk away with, what it costs, even if it's the first step, if it's free, like we're talking about, like a lead magnet. Clarity is kindness, and I am in the business of transparency. So this is stuff that you guys have to understand. Ambiguity kills trust, and I hate ambiguity. Ambiguity is suspicious. Sorry, not sorry. It's what it is. So exercise. Audit your current call to action. Is it clear enough that somebody could explain it to a friend in one sentence? If not, rewrite it until it is. And I have this problem still, to be honest with you guys. So these are things that's why I mention it. It's something to be wary of, something to be cautious of, something to take into account. What I've seen and what I've lived. And Gary V, if you guys don't know him, he's like an influencer, and he's a business influencer. You know, he created a business with his dad and owned the liquor store, made a lot of money, yada yada, marketing, all that stuff. Gary Vee built a decade of free content before launching Banner Media into a $1 billion agency. And he talks about it constantly. The trust came first at scale for years. The monetization was inevitable because the ladder was deep and he was doing it for so long before the content. And on a smaller scale, I've watched it happen in our own work at Evolve, I've had a client, and she was a coach, and she had 12,000 followers and zero consistent revenue. Like, no client coming in, but you got 12K followers. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And we didn't change her offer. Like, we built her the middle of her ladder. She didn't have a weekly email, so we helped her create an email newsletter and a free quarterly workshop. as a lead magnet. So every quarter she was doing a free quarterly workshop, and she had a wait list with it. So it was the same audience, same offer, just a new bridge. And the data backs it up too, because according to HubSpot's 2024 report, leads nurtured through email convert at 47% higher rates than those who receive a direct pitch from a social media alone. The latter works because human psychology works. Start building your ladder this week. If your audience is growing but your revenue isn't, the gap isn't your content, it's your ladder. So we break this down in this blog step by step in our newsletter, including the templates, real world examples, and the exact frameworks we use for this client. So you've already earned their attention. Now let's turn into something that lasts. If there's any questions or concerns, guys, please feel free to reach out to me or leave them in the comments below, and keeping this discussion going. And I will see you guys in the next video. And take care. Peace. Bye bye.